right, so you know what happened a while ago? I was actually talking to myself. I wasn't actually live. When I looked on the screen, I saw I need to start broadcasting. I thought I'd started a long time ago. But anyway, so let me backtrack. Yeah, these things happen. Technology happens to us all the time. So let me backtrack a bit. Good evening, everyone. B. Pradu, it's good to have you joining us. Good evening. It's 6 p.m. It's about 6:02 right now in Jamaica. And as you know, if you've been following us, every 2 weeks I come on here, share some inspiration. Of course, I started out and talk, just doing some interviews with Jamaicans living overseas who are doing amazing stuff. And we haven't done any interviews no more than I thought to myself. We got to have Kiddist on this week to share what she's doing. She's living in Jamaica, but right now she's not in Jamaica. And she is going to be sharing all about what she's doing. Kiddist McKoy is the president of the Good Deeds Foundation in Jamaica. So a YLAI Fellow, and she's now in the USA. And you know what? I am just going to allow her right now. Welcome, Kiddist. It's really, really good to have you join us. And just take it away and share what on earth are you doing in the United States? What have you been up to? Just give us, before we go into all of that lovely details though, just give us a little insight into your journey. We're going to be spending about 15 or so, 17 minutes talking with you. Just give us a little insight into your journey.
All right, thank you so much for having me. It's really a pleasure and I feel honored to be here with you. Just to say that when I was listening a few weeks ago, I was really impressed by what you were doing, and I really, happy to be a part of that. In terms of my journey, what on earth am I doing in the US? Okay, so as you mentioned earlier, I am the president of Good Deeds Foundation Jamaica, and that is an organization that is focused on youth empowerment and youth development. Pretty much, we want to encourage young persons, to stay engaged, to achieve your full potential. So we do that in various ways. We have career expos where we invite them in to do career counseling, interview skills, resume writing, those essential things to prepare them for going back to work. And we also do empowerment sessions where we go into high schools and we talk to young persons about, just being their best selves and being their best. And our work, and I say our work because I don't by myself, I have a team that works with me that I'm grateful for. And our work has, basically allowed me an opportunity to be here in the US right now on the program called the Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative that was launched back in 2016 by Obama when he was in Jamaica. Basically, that program allows entrepreneurs from across Latin America and the Caribbean to come on a fellowship in the United States where we are paired with an organization that's similar to what we're doing. And it typically helps us to grow our organizations, teach us how to network with persons. I've been meeting so many influential persons here in South Bend, and it's really has been a great experience. Also, we are exposed to real entrepreneurship training. We get insights on how to be good entrepreneurs. As you know, as a single entrepreneur, Heneka, that it can be a lonely journey being an entrepreneur, and especially difficult being a social entrepreneur as well, which is what we do as Good Deeds. So it has really been a great experience so far to, learn from different persons. What I also learn and I'm learning is that we are in Jamaica, but we are in a world where the challenges are the same all around. So my Latin American friends will share with me that they have the same challenges as well in their countries. And also here in the United States, the program that I'm working on now with the company I'm with, Global Industries, they have so many similar issues to what we have in Jamaica. And just to see how they do things different from what we do, and we're looking forward to coming back and learning, or implementing what I'm learning here so that we can help to improve the situation in Jamaica. So it's really been a rewarding experience. So
okay, great. And I hear I see Xavier Murphy commented so true. And Xavier, big up Xavier. Xavier is the man, the brainchild behind Jamaicans.com, and it has a reach of over 100,000 persons, that he's managed to connect. He's a Jamaican that is living in Ronald left here a long time ago.
But he's giving back, right?
Yes, and he's giving back in a very profound way, and he has given me this opportunity here share as well. So that's good deed. Now the name Good Deeds, of course, is very obvious what it is that you're about. But I'd like to know from you, this, what motivates you really to be so concerned about what's happening in Jamaica? Do you even care?
All right, so my motivation came from the fact that 2 years ago in December, I think it was, I was really concerned about what was happening at that time, and especially with young persons. You know what? People take it for granted that the things that we go through, or the things that are burning in us, are just there. But for me, I believe it's a passion. So I made a call for persons who are like-minded, who wanted to share, in helping young persons in Jamaica. And I made a post on Facebook, and I didn't really get much response. And a few days later, a friend of mine did something similar. I guess he was, sharing the same passion as I was at the time. And I don't remember the exact date, but sometime in December 2 years ago, we came together and we formed Good Deeds. We basically, are on a mission to help young persons, and we are it's youth-led, so we're all young persons as well who are running the foundation. And it's that we are young persons who see the challenges that young persons face, and we want to be, to help them out, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And so you're in Jamaica. You started. I mean, I've seen the media presence that you've gotten a lot of traction. You're into entrepreneurship, it's social entrepreneurship, been in business for years and years and years on end, and they've not had the traction that you've had. What would you say, Kiddist, account for that level of inroad that you've been able to?
To be honest, I am a firm believer in the saying that your gift will make room for you. And I believe that because of the passion that I have about what I'm doing, and my fellow board members as well, because we push this so much, it's as if we're living what we are saying and what we're asking persons to do. So when persons see that passion and they see that interest that we have, it's almost like lighting a spark, and the fire just keeps going. You quite rightly said, many persons have been around before and haven't had the traction that we've had. And I don't think it's coincidental. I think it's actually, something divine that God has said, you know what, you're living in purpose. It's going to go how I want it to go. And it has been really rewarding.
And you mentioned a word that is synonymous with my, I think I'm Heneka Watkis-Porter.
There you go.
If you wake up in the middle of the night, that's the word I'm going to give you. Now, how important is finding what it is that you do on a day-to-day basis? How important is that in your mind?
It is. It's the forefront in my thoughts. Every single day I wake up, Good Deeds is like a banner over me. Like, I'm not Kiddist McKoy anymore. I am Kiddist McKoy, the president of Good Deeds Foundation, wherever I go. So it's like I'm a brand for what I do. And like I said, because I'm a young person and I have my own story, that is somewhat, what propels me to do this whole Good Deeds thing. I've been sharing with persons here that going to university, I started going to UA some years ago, and I was doing a program that by default, pretty much, and into the third year of the 4-year program, I stopped going to school because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do. I was doing somebody else's dream for me. And I was like, you know what? This is not fulfilling. I don't feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I stopped going to school. And it was a struggle for years to get back to school and to find what I really wanted to do. But once I found what I wanted to do, everything, like I said, for the last 2 years, has just been uphill. And it is more rewarding to see that I'm impacting lives and helping persons. It's not even about me and what I'm accomplishing. It's the fact that since 2005, through our various initiatives, we have been able to reach over 2,000 persons with our back-to-school events, with our career expos, with going into high schools, maybe even more than 2,000 persons. But it's just the fact that that passion that I have to help and to serve and to empower young persons just keeps propelling them to go forward.
And you kind of answer a question which I want to ask, which is to backtrack a little and to share some of your accomplishments in terms of, those specifics that you've mentioned. For those persons who are just joining and they may not be aware of what is that Good Deeds Foundation is doing in Jamaica, with President Kiddist McKoy right here, just kind of give us some insight into some of those tangibles that you've had so far, you've accomplished so far.
Okay, great. Thank you for the opportunity to share that. In our very first year of operation, we had a back to school event where we were able to cater to 250 persons. And at the end of that back to school event, we saw that persons were still coming in and asking for more stuff. There was so much more persons to serve. And year 2, we decided, okay, we're going to increase that amount to 500. And believe you me, not having us a central source of funding, it can be really difficult. But I have some big dreams, and I do whatever I can to accomplish them. So the second year, we went to 500 persons. And
I begin to have a bad reception on my end. Are you hearing clearly? Because I'm having a bad.
I'm hearing you.
Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Right. So in the second year, we went to 500 persons, and there was still a greater need. And we decided, okay, that this year we would have done 1,000 persons, and we were able to meet and exceed that target because of persons' donations. Also, we held a career expo, which you are part of this year too, Heneka, where we invited young persons in and spoke to them about, how do you prepare for work? How is it that you prepare for a career in the future? The theme, I don't remember the theme, but it was along the lines of helping young persons to not think about careers now, but think about careers in the future. And that was really an impactful session. We had State Minister Floyd Green coming as a keynote speaker for that event as well. So we have been able to reach quite a few young persons. And to me, I would say among my greatest accomplishments, impacting those lives have been those. We have also been able to, we entered the competition, Digital Foundation Face of Change competition earlier this year, and we were one of 21 finalists that were recognized by the Governor General as persons who were doing something, to make Jamaica better. So, and persons might think that these are small accomplishments, but to me, it's a big deal, because if you're able to impact one life per day for 365 days, that's 365 lives impacted, So even though they might be small, incremental impacts is definitely important.
Exactly. And as we say in Jamaica, you're true Jamaican, one cocoa full basket, and every make a muckle. So we never ever discount the value of small beginnings, right? Jerome Cowans says, great representation. Good to have you on, Jerome. Amazing stuff. And Jerome is just another powerhouse in Jamaica who's doing what's going on in the world, working Jamaica and doing high. And so, like yourself, you really want to say, I have a few minutes left. Just jump right into
one president of Good Deeds as well. So thank you for joining.
Right, I didn't want to say anything. I wanted you to come right out and say that. Yeah. So right, Jerome Cowans is the vice president of Good Deeds Foundation. 2 powerhouses in meeting heads. They say that you're the average of the family that they spend the most time with, and of course, your average, averages shoot right up the roof, right? Awesome stuff. So, right, we have about 3 minutes or so left. So, in those 3 minutes, I want to kind of get from you. You can give us a sense of your experience thus far as a YLAI Fellow.
It has been amazing. I do miss home. I'm really cold. I'm out here in the Midwest. But like I mentioned earlier, the persons who I'm meeting and the reception has
Where are you exactly?
I'm in South Bend, Indiana. And I have been meeting persons who have a genuine interest in wanting to partner with what we're doing. And I do have some programs or initiatives that are ready, and I have support to implement once I get back home. So I'm definitely looking forward to having those materialize. I actually spoke with someone, a police officer here, who is saying that, listen, just let me know when you're ready, and I'll be in Jamaica to help train, to help, push the mission and the mantra of a person. So it has been really rewarding, and I would not trade this experience for the world. For persons who don't know about it, go and look for YLAI.
That's YLAI, right?
and
Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative.
Right, and apply next year to be a part of it. There is I have absolutely no regrets.
Yeah, I'm so sorry though, because the first time, like last year when I wanted to apply, I realized when I started to fill out the application form, I realized there was an age thing going on. Like, what is this? Discrimination? Discrimination, right? Yeah, it's an opportunity that every young person should, try and take advantage of. It is 90 seconds to give your final thoughts.
If you are a young person, or you're anybody out there who wants to impact lives, don't worry about what you have as resources. Use what you have, impact one at a time, and you'll be surprised how that will impact the world. Just keep being great. Thank you very much for having me.
Don't go yet, because we need to know how to reach you.
Oh, sure. So we have a Facebook page, Good Deeds Foundation Jamaica. And you can also find us on Instagram at Good Deeds Foundation JA.
Okay, all right. So Good Deeds Foundation Jamaica. Awesome. Stay right on while I just wrap right up. So don't go, Kiddist. Let me just wrap up right now. Okay, so there you have it. I have been talking with Kiddist McKoy. Whoa, did I spell your name incorrectly? It's supposed to be K, so
MCC, the real McKoy, okay?
Yeah, the real McKoy, right? Yeah, that was an incorrect spelling. So sorry about that. My apologies. But anyway, so we have been talking with Kiddist McKoy of the Good Deeds Foundation. She is the president, Good Deeds Foundation. Of course, she's now in the U.S., Cold, Indiana, where she's participating in the Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative. And if you follow her on Instagram, any form of social media, you will see her updates. She kind of giving you, so you're living vicariously through her eyes, that you were seeing the
I'm happy that, because last year I was able to do that through Latoya, who was on the program. So I'm returning this and paying forward for something that comes next year as well.
Of course. And that's tremendous work that you're doing. Keep inspiring, keep doing the things that you do. I mean, I know that it's not a bed of roses every day, but we get up with a heart of gratitude for the things that we have, and we don't complain about the things that we don't have. So my friends over here, you only hear on Instagram, because I'm also on Instagram, if you know. Okay. They're only hearing one half of the conversation, which is my half. Okay. But at this point, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to say thanks again, everyone, for tuning in. It is a pleasure to have you. We do this every other week at 6 p.m. Jamaican time, where we share just about anything that's positive. Have next time another awesome guest, who is doing amazing stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in. Of course, you can find me, Heneka Watkis-Porter, Patwa Apparel on Instagram, as well as Heneka Watkis-Porter on Instagram as well. Twitter, Facebook, HenekaWatkis-Porter.com, patwaapparel.com are my 2 web pages. Xavier Murphy, gotta big you up. Thank you so much. It's been an awesome pleasure, and I appreciate it. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Kiddist.
Bye. Thanks, guys.